So I've been watching a lot of stuff recently, and I thought, wow, exhausting how it would be to make one video for every single one. Instead, I'm just going to talk about all of them at one time. Not like in a giant rush of words, but more on one thing after another kind of deal. So if there's something you're really looking forward to, just skip around the video or wait patiently for every one of my glorious insights. Let's see, first one, DuckTales! Woo woo! There were two very solid episodes I've seen recently. There's a third one with Scrooge's old love interest, and oh my god, her voice actress is Bonnie from Moms, Allison Janney. Oh my god. I saw the clip and she seems great in it. I'm so happy they got her for this role. I'm so happy she's doing animation. She has a strong voice. She's done other animated things and she's a lot of character, and this is just so interesting. I'm so happy they have her. But the other two episodes that I have seen, oh, let's go back. Oh my god. Gizmo Duck. I am so happy Darkwing was introduced before Gizmo. So happy. Like, so happy. And I love this Darkwing twist in this DuckTales world, okay? He's treated kind of like an Adam West character, you know, where he was an old school kind of method actor who did all of his own stunts in an old superhero TV show. And yeah, the show is dated, just like Darkwing's dated. It's like almost 25 years old. So yeah, I'm hoping that that'll come into a new episode altogether where, you know, Darkwing's actor is confused that he's the real Darkwing. Or they'll do that thing for the Darkwing Duck series that I wish I had, where Darkwing in his original series had a daughter already named Goslin and a girlfriend named Morgana who was a witch. And I read somewhere that the creator wanted to make a spin-off show where he and Morgana had more family, and that would be very interesting, okay? Like, if Darkwing's girlfriend in real life turned out to be a witch and, you know, they had a kid later on with powers, it was like, okay, I'm going to adapt the superhero mantle thing. That would be so interesting. I wish, but I dream. Back to DuckTales, it's doing so well, okay? I love seeing Gyro. I love that Gyro is played by the Dean from Community. I love him in this role. I love his hipster attitude and his angriness. He's just always so angry. And then we have this new character, Finton, played by the great Hamilton creator, Lin-Manuel Miranda. And I honestly wish they hadn't, like, upped Lin-Manuel Miranda's, like, you know, role in this so much as they did. I wish I would have just heard him as he was, because that would have been easier for me instead of just imagining the actor do the voicing. Because, you know, when I try to forget that it's him and just concentrate on this one character, he's very likable. You know, he's like a sweet, nerdy idiot sweetheart. How do I describe this? He's one of those people that's very, very intelligent, but also really naive. And that's endearing. I feel like he's a good kind of Peter Parker-like superhero. He's smart enough to have earned it, but still dumb enough to make some easy mistakes. Like, one of the things that Gyro very reasonably gets angry about is that Finton posted a question about their research on the internet. And, you know, he's a millennial. It's like first instinct to try to Google and use the internet to solve your problem and get new perspective. It's very understandable, but it's not very professional. So I liked that. I liked that very much. I liked how he was kind of rocky with the whole Gizmo thing, but had all the heart of a hero. It was so cute. I liked it. I liked it very much. Also, I really love Scrooge in this show. I like that he's a smart old man. You know, it would be very easy for another series to make the old man, you know, anti-technology, but Scrooge is smart and savvy enough that he welcomes new technology, okay? As long as he, you know, idiot-proofs it and makes sure it's usable, he's fine with all these advances making his life a little easier. He's fine with it. He supports it. It's so nice. Scrooge is my favorite part in the next episode, the Jaws thing. Honestly, it wasn't as, you know, over-homage to, you know, the classic movie, which is such a relief to me. Instead, we get Scrooge having this really, really cranky interview with this, like, you know, TV lady. And it's funny because her name was Roxanne, and at first I thought Roxanne from a Goofy movie who has made little cameos in the show was going to interview him, but instead it's this green duck lady, which is funny. There happen to be green ducks in the world. But it's just funny how, you know, their world has all these different colored characters. Anyway, Scrooge actually has this it's cut short, but has this very funny argument of what's the difference between Ireland and Scotland. Rich Celtic history, for one. But God, I would have loved him to go on that rant, or me watch that rant. It would have been so funny. And the other side of the episode, you've got Lena and her Aunt Magica issues. And it's getting deeper, their weird connection. At first you just thought, you know, she's her shadow and Lena never can get rid of her because she's always like just yapping in her ear. But it seems like the shadow has a little control over her too. I liked that because it gave me some really hard, like, Hades Megara feelings. I liked that very much. And I look forward to seeing more of Lena. Not that she actually admits she likes her friends. No, Lena, you're not too cool to have friends. So it's great. I cannot wait to watch the Goldie episode, but I will. Let's see. Well, I cannot wait for DuckTales. I can totally forget about Tangled. Or Rapunzel's Tangled Adventure. Now, on paper, this series has everything I want to happen. It's beautifully animated. It's got a leading female Disney princess. It's very fun to look at. It's got some weird thing where, you know, apparently there are alien rocks or some kind of crazy thing like that. On paper, it has all kinds of charm and stuff I want to like or should like. But the actual outtake is that I don't like Eugene being too nice, okay? His funniest lines were when he was a little catty to Rapunzel. I miss that. Honestly, I don't believe them as a couple. I see them more as brother and sister, so the fact that they're trying to get married is really weird and kind of gross to me. Let's see. Cassandra's voice actress is pretty good, but I feel like she has a boring role of always just being the naysayer. Let's see. This new character with the half-red face, she seems to be a happy bad guy, but not the kind I usually like. Just more of a, I don't take anything very seriously way, and not in a fun, charming way, just in more of a, she's not all there way. I don't know, honestly I think the voice acting has a big part of me, because in the movie it was funny and quick and good, but in the show I feel like they're trying too hard. And Rapunzel's whole strong, doesn't need a man, like, you know, happy I can do anything kind of girl, it just reminds me of annoying Barbie and Kim Possible feels, and I don't like those kind of girl characters. You know, where they try to fit everybody's role instead of just being a character. I don't like that. I liked Rapunzel at first in her own series because it's like, okay, yeah, this is what happens when the princess actually has to live in the castle and have princess responsibilities. And she had that for, you know, the first season. This one, I don't know, I'm just losing it. I'm losing interest. Oh well. Let's see, something I have not lost interest in after 4 seasons is Jane the Virgin. At first I was mad because, as you all know, there was that big spoiler alert about, oh yeah, Michael's alive, and no, you were dead for 4 years, they suffered, they mourned you, she moved on, let her be, no good can come of this, no good can come of this. It's all dramatic and soap opera-y, but what I really love about Jane the Virgin is it has this psych-like hilarity in it, where it's absolutely so zany and ridiculous that it just, you can't help but laugh. And also, I just love how all the characters really take time to really talk and go through emotions. I don't think it's very realistic because not everyone's that smart and mature, but it's so nice to look at and see. It kind of wants to inspire you to be better. Honestly, the show wants me. I want to be as smart and responsible as Jane or even Petra, but I just keep falling into Rogelio habits. God, I love that man's mannerisms. But yeah, I like all the characters of this show. Like, even the ones I don't like very much have such strong roles. It's great. Jane the Virgin, I cannot wait for season 5. Let's see. Oh, the Winnie the Pooh movie coming out. I hate the design so very much. It's so creepy. It's so gray. It's so dead. It's like, okay, this could be a horror movie with a different soundtrack. It's so bleak. But the dialogue is perfect. The actors, I think they got the original one from like the old cartoon in like 2000. Like Jim Cummings and all that, who also did Darkwing. Like, the characters are perfectly warm and they got their thing going, and the adult Christopher Robin, his warmth is totally believable. Ugh. I don't understand why this wasn't turned into an animated movie. Making it live action gives me Smurf vibes, and I don't fucking want that. But oh god, if I just like close my eyes during this movie, I think I could enjoy it very much. I think I could like it very much. But yeah, the colors are absolutely horrendous. And yet I have somewhat of an opposite feeling towards the new Dumbo movie that will come out. Not for another year, but I have opposite feelings. Whereas, yeah, the original Dumbo has problems of its own because of its time, that I can understand why kids won't see it in this new age or why parents wouldn't want to show it off. So I can get why Disney would want to sell one of its most beloved original characters and up that merchandise. But I don't know, there was something so charming about the Golden Age Disney animation and how they made the animals. Like, the animal animation was my favorite part. I don't think they're going to do that justice, because apparently Dumbo's alone with a bunch of humans. But I will give them justice that the set looks absolutely stunning. It's like that Wizard of Oz movie they made. It's beautiful. It's very, very pretty. So, yeah, opposite problem where it's glamorous and I can't wait to see it. But I'm expecting to be a really aggravating story. God. Let's see, is there anything else? Oh, I'm so happy that my dear darling Lucifer was picked up. Okay, I was into this show called Lucifer, which was, one of those silly detective shows on Fox. It was very much like Bones or Castle, but this big twist is the eccentric character is actually the devil. So it has this fantasy element to it where, all of these Bible characters are really, in real life, coming to Earth, mingling with humans and having their own little epic adventures or little mini adventures in between all the crime fighting. It's absolutely ridiculous, but all the jokes between the angel siblings and the devil jokes and how Lucifer, it's hilarious. And I really do ship Lucifer and Chloe, and they deserve to be happy now that the big secret's out, which was a huge cliffhanger. How dare they make that cliffhanger? How dare they try to cancel it after that cliffhanger? How dare they? I'm glad that'll be resolved. I'm so glad. At first, when it happened and it was canceled, I was like, okay, I guess, my expectations were never being met perfectly, and I could understand why Lucifer was canceled, I'm sorry to say, because at one point the plots were just getting too silly to care about, but still, its core characters I like very much, so I'm happy to see Maze, Dr. Linda, Amenadiel, and a new character. Azrael, Lucifer's little sister, who is the angel of death. Now, first you'd imagine some goth angry chick. Instead, she's this needy little nerd, and it's so cute. It's like, yeah, you are not really your job, okay? Sometimes people just become their job, but their job doesn't, take over their life so much. This is her job, and it's affected her. But there's more to her, and I like that so much, so I can't wait to see Lucifer forgive his baby sister. And honestly, I just love to see all the other angels. Apparently there are hundreds. So yeah, let's talk about that. Lucifer, I'm happy you're back for two main reasons. One, I want to see Chloe enter the weird fantasy world, and her reaction compared to Dr. Martin Linda. Even though now it's only going to be poor Dan and, what's her name? Lopez? Oh, Ella. I only think of her like when Lucifer says Miss Lopez. The other characters need to call her Ella more. Maze calls her Ellen, and that just confuses me. But anyway, yeah, I'm happy Lucifer's gonna come back. I'm happy to see Chloe and Lucifer return with us, and I'd love to just see more of the fun fantasy world where they make the devil an endearing character. It's great. So that's all the stuff I've been watching in June. Hope you enjoyed this.